Hello and welcome back to the Talk of the Town. Whether you've got a small intimate gathering or a big event, maybe a wedding, you'll want to chat with our next guest and learn a little bit about how they can help make your event really special. This is China Moon Crowell, the owner and operator of Bartender 608. Thank you so much for being with us today.
My pleasure.
What a fun topic. Wow. I'm curious, just to get started, how long you've been in the food and beverage industry and how you kind of got to this place where you opened Bartender 608.
Absolutely. I've been in the food and beverage realm for about 23 years now, a little over, but I opened Bartender 608 in May of 2007.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Wow, that's a good chunk of time to be doing what you're doing.
Exactly.
You're over the hump.
Yes.
Smooth sailing. Let's talk a little bit about what you do. So you are able to essentially provide professional services for a party, whether it be a wedding, a corporate event, an intimate gathering.
Absolutely.
And are you providing the beverages or just the service? How does that work?
We are actually bringing everything but the booze. So you're
Gotcha.
responsible for the alcohol, the beer, wine, and spirits, and the bottled water, and we will take care of everything else. So for some events, we have close to 1,000 pounds of ice. You don't have to worry about that.
Wow.
Mixers, freshly sliced fruit, all the glassware and things like that. We bring all of that.
That's incredible. So those are the hard things,
Exactly.
right? Yeah, it's nice to have a professional, and then you also have professional staff that is
Correct.
able to serve your guests, you and your guests at these parties. That's incredible. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the where and how this sort of works.
Sure.
So, are you traveling to these events? Is there an amount of time that somebody might need to book you for? Kind of some details there.
Sure. So we actually travel all over. We've done events in Iowa, Minnesota, here in Wisconsin, Illinois. So we have a very wide
Coverage area.
coverage
I
area.
suppose. Yeah.
So we do provide the bartender and toxicologist, the wait staff, the barbacks. And if people, we do have last minute appointments available, but we're actually booking into 2020 right now.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, worth a call, though, because you might have some openings. But
Yes.
good to know if you're planning maybe a wedding or something that's far in the future.
Exactly.
This would be a good thing to do. So I'm curious, you have some different options now, and you call them cocktail catering packages.
Correct.
Give us an example of maybe a popular one that people choose.
Absolutely. So our top three are the beer and wine package,
Okay.
the beer, wine, and two-spirit package. So you'll have your beer and wine, two-part cocktails like rum and coke, vodka sodas, and then maybe a signature cocktail. And then the full package is you want the full bar, you want everything.
You want it all.
You want it all.
Well, it's good to know that there are options. I'm sure prices vary based on, how many different choices there are as well. So I'm curious because part of the full name is Bartender 608 Intoxicologists and Cocktail Caterers, a mouthful. What is an intoxicologist? I'm not sure I've heard of this word. And how does somebody book an intoxicologist for their events?
Absolutely. So there's been a lot of talk of craft cocktails and mixology and flair cocktails, flair bartending where people are flipping bottles and everything. And that we are all for people's crafts and trade in doing that. Your intoxicologist is someone who studied the craft, is into mixology, is going to give you good conversation. We're going to get you there.
That's awesome. I love it. That's hilarious. Okay, let's talk a little bit just before we go to break. We talked a little bit up front about your sort of journey into this, but what really caused your interest in this field?
Absolutely. I grew up in New York, and my grandfather had a bar in his basement. My aunt and uncles, my grandfather used to have car parties. So in order to stay up late, I was able to cocktail the parties. So I learned to mix drinks at a very early age, getting things out, proper garnishes, a little beverage napkin under their drink, just the little stuff. So it was fun.
I love that. So it's kind of been in your history and in your family.
Exactly.
Well, it's been a pleasure chatting with you. Again, this is China Moon Crowell with Bartender 608 Intoxicologists and Cocktail Caterers. Now I know exactly what that means. I love it. So to book your holiday party, corporate event, wedding date, or even just a nice little gathering, go to the website, give you a call. What's the best way to get in touch with you?
Best way to get in touch with us is on the website. That way you can fill out the form, whether it's a wedding or a social event. And just so you guys know, New Year's Eve just reopened.
Woo!
So
New Year's Eve is open.
that.
I was just on your website too. You've got a great website. So
Thank you.
I think that was great. Well, thank you for sharing that with us today.
Appreciate it.
China Moon. Lovely to meet you.
Thank you.
I want to thank all of our guests for joining us. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time right here on Talk of the Town.